Hello, good morning to everyone. My name is Mr. Ito Avugla. I'm a mathematics teacher in Tabarak School, private school. And because of the coronavirus pandemic going throughout the whole country, the Ministry of Education has shut down the school, and our chairman in the Tabarak private school, Mr. Yunus, has introduced a new system of teaching the students through the e-teaching. We thank him for this new system. Now, I'm going to teach. Good morning to all my students in grade 8. We are here once again to continue our online teaching, and the topic today is going to be probability and chances. If you listen to weather forecast, you could hear expressions like this. There is a strong likelihood of rain tomorrow. In the afternoon, there is a probability of thunder. The rain will probably clear toward evening. Weather forecasts are made by studying charts and weather data to tell us how likely it is. For example, that it will rain. Probability uses numbers to tell us how likely something is to happen. The probability or chance of something happening can be described by using words such as impossible, unlikely, even, chance, likely, or certain. An event which is certain to happen has a probability of 1. This is very important for us to know. If an event is certain to happen, the probability is 1. If the event which cannot happen has a probability of 0. If the event cannot happen, the probability is 0, and all other probabilities will be a number greater than 0 or less than 0. So what they're trying to tell us from there is what? If the event is certain, the probability is 1, the event is impossible is 0, and all the probabilities are between the number 0 and 1. The more likely an event is to happen, the closer the probability is to 1. Here is the probability scale. Just the way we said it, we have 0 for impossible, 1 for certain, and all the rest from 0 to 1. Unlikely, from the impossible we come to unlikely. From unlikely we go to even chance. Even chance is the middle of 0 and 1. That's why the probability is 1 over 2. Then from even chance we go to likely, and from likely we go to certain, which is when the probability is 1. There is an event chance that the next person you meet on the street will be a male. It is certain that the sun will rise tomorrow. It is impossible to get 7 when a normal dice is thrown. Now let's talk about events and outcomes. My dear friends, before you start a certain game, you must throw a dice and get a 6. The act of throwing is called a trial. So the act of throwing is called a trial. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the possible outcomes. Why from 1 up to 6? Why? Because in a dice we have numbers only from 1 to 6. We don't have more than this. So we say the numbers from 1 to 6 are the possible outcomes, and the required result is called the event. So on this page they are trying to explain for us what is a trial, what is possible outcomes, and what is event. in general, the letter E represents the event. Probability is denoted by the letter P. So here we have E and P. The letter E represents the event and the letter P represents the probability. The formal definition of the probability is therefore PE is equal to number of favorable outcomes in E over number of possible outcomes. The probability of any event cannot be less than 0 or greater than 1. So in any exercise, when you find a probability which is smaller than 0 or a probability which is greater than 1, is no more a probability. Why? Because a probability must be always in between 0 and 1. The probability of a certainty is 1. An impossibility is 0. So it's always between 0 and 1. It's never less than 0 or more than 1. Example 1. Here they are saying that a card is drawn from a pack of 52 playing cards. Find the probability that the card is 1. A diamond, 2. A queen, and 3. A king or a queen. As we know, for those who are playing cards, we know that we have 13 diamonds in a pack. So the probability, by using the formula for the probability, which is PE is equal to the possible event divided by the total number of the event, we have 13 diamonds over 52. Why? Because we have 13 diamonds over 52 playing cards. So the probability becomes 13 over 52. And this fraction is between 0 and 1 if you find it as a decimal. So it means that it's a good probability. There are 4 queens in a pack. So by using the probability formula, we have 4 over 52. And this one too is a good probability because as a fraction, as a decimal, it will fall in between 0 and 1. Now for the 3, there are 8 queens or king in a pack of 52 playing cards. So the probability for the third one is 8 out of 52. And this one too is a good probability because it falls in between 0 and 1. Now, let's come to this roulette. When you check the screen, they draw everything well for us. Now, they want us to find the probability of odd numbers. So, we all know what is odd numbers. So, from the screen, the probability of odd numbers is 15 out of 30. And 15 out of 30 is equal to 1 over 2, or 50%. The probability of numbers from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10, so definitely we have 10 numbers. So 10 out of 13. 13 because the total number of the event is 30. So 10 out of 30, when you simplify it, we have 1 over 3 as a fraction and 33% as a percentage. The probability of black, you count the total number of the black that we have, they are 15. So 15 out of 30, which is 1 over 2 or 50%. And the probability of number 1. Number 1 is only 1. So it becomes 1 over 30. 1 over 30 as a fraction or 3.3% as percentage. Probability of an event not occurring. The probability of drawing spade from a pack of cards is therefore going. Now therefore the probability of not drawing a spade is simply the probability of drawing any other card in the pack. Therefore going. Now this illustrates the probability of not drawing a spade is 1 minus the probability of drawing a space. So this is one of the crucial formula in in probability. The probability of E not occurring is 1 minus the probability of E occurring. This is a very nice and one of the crucial formula in probability. The probability of E not occurring is equal to 1 minus the probability of E occurring. Two events. The use of sample space. When two coins are tossed, the set of possible outcomes is as follows. There could be two heads. There could be a head and a tail. There could be a tail or there could be two tails. This is written as follows. Head, 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 tail, tail, head, and tail, tail. Where H stands for head and T stands for tail. This set of possible outcomes is called sample space. So here they are also showing us something. They are teaching us what is sample space. So by using this sample space, we can write down the probability of HH, for example, as probability of getting two heads is equal to 1 over 4. Why? Because the total, the possible outcomes are 4, and to get two heads, it's only one time. So we have 1 out of 4. The probability of one head and one tail is obtained by taking head, tail, and tail head, HT and TH. So HT and TH, they are 2 out of total number 4. So the probability is 2 over 4, and when you simplify it, you have 1 over 2. Similarly, if two dice are thrown and the numbers on the dice are added, we can set out sample space of result as follows. Let's watch the screen. We have two dice. So the first die is on the vertical line and the second is on the horizontal line. When we set it up together, this is what we have on the screen. There are 36 points in this sample space. Let me go back again to the screen so that you see. When you count the numbers very well, the total will give you 36. From the sample space, we can see that the sum of 10 occurs 3 times. So if you want to find the probability of getting 10, it is 3 out of 36, which is 1 over 12. Let me go back to the table again for you to see. Of getting 10, it occurs 3 times. This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. So we have 3 out of 36. Why 36? Because the possible number of outcomes is 36. So thank you all for listening to me this morning. I'm so happy that you watch this, and you must now go and practice yourself with the example that I will give you later on your site. Thank you once again, and we will meet next time for the next topic.